What did Uncle Dave think about all of this? Certainly, he took a stand on the distastefulness of the final contest, but we'll find out when we get there.
Well, we have it here. This is the new Wrestling Observer newsletter for, what's the date on this thing? July 21st, 2025. The star ratings for All In Texas, the day-long extravaganza. You could have fit every parade of champions inside of the length of this show. The opening contest, Jim, Marshall and Ross Von Erich and Dustin Rhodes and Sammy Guevara beating Shane Taylor, Lee Moriarty, Charlie Bravo, and Sean Dean 7 minutes 12 seconds. 2.25 stars.
Well, we didn't see it, so we can't take them to task for that, but one would think with the way that he just bestows stars like Tinkerbell sprinkling the fucking fairy dust that you would give the Von Erichs a few more stars and in the heart of Texas, but that's just me.
Well, again, we didn't see it. Something's causing Swami to go ape shit in the background.
See, Swami doesn't even agree with these things.
Big Boom AJ and Hologram and Tomohiro Ishii and Kyle O'Reilly. There's a team for you. Defeated Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, Lance Archer, and Hechicero, who just signed a contract.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to say, obviously, you have to think that anything that the earlier guys were involved in, the Von Erichs in Texas, a few of those, Dustin Rhodes, great worker, got 2.5 stars. This conglomeration of mess, the only reason it's going to get more than that is because there's a Japanese fellow in it.
I don't know if that's the reason, but in 12 minutes and 50 seconds, 3-star match.
There you go.
Jim, FTR, defeated the Outrunners, 16 minutes, 18 seconds, 3-star match.
I would think that's kind of right down the middle. FTR can get something out of most folks. Didn't go overboard, but didn't say it stunk. Maybe he's going to be realistic today.
Says the Outrunners dressed as Newport menthol cigarettes. There was actually a Newport's chant during the match. It was good, but nothing compared to their TV match. So apparently they had a match, I'm going to guess, on Collision. That was better than 3 stars. Samoa Joe, Katsuyori Shibata, and Powerhouse Hobbs, otherwise known as the Ops, defeated Gabe Kidd, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta, 14 minutes 30 seconds, 3 3/4 stars.
Oh, good. All right, here we start again. Now, if it's on the main show, everything's got to be 3.5 or above. Another multiple man match, but we saw that. And now I guess that means all the pre-show matches stunk if this was better than them.
MJF won the Casino Battle Royal, 34 minutes 51 seconds, 4-star match.
They had the ingredients of something in there. They got sidetracked and it went a while and et cetera, but again, you know, this is, we're not talking about Undertaker, Michaels, Angle, fucking Flair, Steamboat territory in any of this shit. And it's embarrassing at this point for Uncle Dave.
This is what he wrote about the Adam Cole promo. He apparently seriously considered announcing his retirement, but said that he's just not in the frame of mind to say anything about it yet. This shocked the crowd silent, and they stayed that way for a while. Dustin Rhodes won the TNT Championship over Sammy Guevara, Kyle Fletcher, and Daniel Garcia. 15 minutes, 21 seconds, 3-star match.
I mean, I would think that one would have been better than the opening match, and we didn't even care for it, but nevertheless.
Swerve Strickland and Will Ospreay defeated the Young Bucks, 26 minutes, 17 seconds.
Here we go.
5.5-star match. This was one of the best tag team matches ever held in the U.S.,
Oh my God.
And it was particularly impressive the way they turned the crowd around.
What and had him heading for the aisles? What is he talking about? How they turned the crowd around?
I guess because they were dead silent for the Young Bucks coming out there and for the early portion of the match before they started kicking out of every single move they could do. The crowd wasn't as into it.
So this is what you have to do to have the. Now, by the way, the best tag team match in the United States, at least in 35 or 40 years or so, did come from AEW. But as we recall, it was FTR versus Jay White and Juice Robinson out of nowhere on Collision. And that 2 summers ago, I still have that show on my DVR. That was one of the best matches I've seen in years from anybody, any company. This was not that. This was a collection of fucking amateur gymnasts trying to land on their feet whenever they wanted to and show everybody that this is a bunch of horse shit instead of a goddamn legitimate sport.
And you see it more and more today than ever before. The people don't react to the Bucks, they react to the spots.
Well, yeah, because nobody gives a shit about these 2 turd blossoms, and they haven't for a long time. And when they start doing all the flips, everybody, ah! And then it's over with, and they wait for people to do more flips or fall through more furniture. But no, that this was the best of anything, no. Except, again, if they're auditioning for America's Got Talent, the tumbling routine was wonderful. But this is Dave's issue. Yeah, this is Dave's issue. He likes to watch children play. I'm beginning to worry about him. Has he got a raincoat?
Jim, Athena, I don't know if he has a raincoat. Athena won the women's gauntlet match for a title shot. 26 minutes, 59 seconds, 4-star match.
Of course it was. I mean, again, this was in the middle of this 7-hour fucking journey through misery. We didn't watch it. I don't care what he thought of it.
All right, well, the next match, Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin, the Hurt Syndicate, won a 3-way to retain their titles over Christian Cage and Nick Wayne, and Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. 18 minutes, 59 seconds, 4-star match.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Was he also grading on the ridiculousness of the multiple angles at the end of the thing and the whole awkwardness of this whole quasi turn that somebody is doing?
Yeah, it appears he just recounted what happened without any opinion or conjecture.
Okay. I mean, I love the Hurt Syndicate. They did the best they could, but this was a mess.
Toni Storm defeated Mercedes Moné to retain her AEW Women's Championship, 25 minutes, 12 seconds, 4 3/4 stars.
I mean, it never ends. Every match is just greater than the next. Just absolutely greater than the next. And now they're almost at 5 stars. Okay.
Kazuchika Okada defeated Kenny Omega 30 minutes, 31 seconds to unify the
All right. Now, here's the test. Here is the fucking test. He's seen great American matches. He's seen great Japanese matches. This was neither. It was 2 guys that used to do great things that can't anymore, and one of them doesn't try, Okada. Certainly, he had to be disappointed considering what they have done in the past, what they've been capable of with what they turned out here.
4 3/4 stars. The strategy was to treat this not as match 5 of the 2017 to 2018 series, with the idea many people watching had not seen that prior series, but as match 1 of the AEW 2025 series.
Well, they did that. It was a match, and you don't want to see it again.
I think even fans of Omega, and I guess even maybe Okada, I think even they think the interference was a bit much for the match. But the main event, Adam Page defeated Jon Moxley to win the AEW World Championship Texas Death Match. 35 minutes, 53 seconds, 5.5 stars.
This convoluted mess, this garbage-minded wrestling match, alleged wrestling match between these two dipshits who don't have any idea how to put anything together, the multiple hospitalization angles, multiple referees being buried by people wandering around just doing shit for the sake of it, people running in, diving in, rappelling in, blood being splattered everywhere, people being stabbed with forks and thrown through furniture and goddamn carried out on stretchers and falling in broken glass and didn't they have something around? They had the chair wrapped in barbed wire. And he thinks this is somehow a great accomplishment in our dear sport.
According to Dave Meltzer, this was
and the work is rotten. And the work, when you talk about Moxley, his work is rotten. Go ahead.
According to Dave Meltzer, this was an epic Texas death match, perhaps the best one I've ever seen.
Oh,
and it's not the kind of match I like at all. But given the story, the interference was part of it and not a crutch for it. And the weapons were also part of the story. The story being that Moxley's a moron who likes these stupid weapons, I guess.
And likes to slice himself up on purpose in front of people.
Well, there they are. And just to complete the night, real quick, I'll give you the star ratings for Saturday night's main event. Orton beating Drew McIntyre, 8 minutes, 24 seconds, 2 3/4 stars. Not to say it was any better than that or worse than that. Solo Sikoa defeated Jimmy Uso, 10 minutes, 48 seconds, 3 3/4 stars.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
LA Knight.
That wasn't 3 3/4 if the first one was 2.5.
No, I don't think so. LA Knight defeated Seth Rollins, 11 minutes, 36 seconds, 3.5 stars.
What?
And Gunther defeated Bill Goldberg, 14 minutes, 19 seconds, 3.5 stars.
I think he's gone out of his mind for everybody, but he just loves the other folks more. But it's ridiculous that suddenly this one company has done what no other wrestling promotion in the history of the world has ever done, and that's put on like 18 5-star matches over the course of this, all of it with bad work, holes you could drive a semi-truck through in the booking, unconvincing promos, and a bunch of fucking children out there doing their tumbling routines. And this is his dream wrestling promotion. This is why, because they listen to him, because Tony's a mark for him. Tony's a mark for everything. And the boys just want this praise. They'll never get any better because they won't change anything, because he's telling them this is all great.
And for the record, a match that I thought was really good. Women's Evolution main event. Naomi winning the world title during Io versus Rhea. 26 minutes, 18 seconds. 4 3/4 stars. So almost there. Almost got it. It's as good as 5, but it's not 5. But it's as good as 5, if you learn